Let's look into humanoid laborers and exoskeletons next. There is currently a labor shortage affecting the construction industry. Although there are jobs available, the seeming lack of interest in the industry is provoking a response. Thus enter the humanoid laborers, a completely autonomous robot with human-like features. When people think of humanoid robots performing feats similar to humans, the HRP-5P is the closest that will come to mind. Developed by Japan's Advanced Industrial Science and Technology, the HRP-5P is a humanoid robot that uses a mix of environment detection and object recognition technology to perform a variety of tasks. Although it is still in the prototype phase, the HRP-5P can already use power tools and install drywall sheets completely unassisted. Nevertheless, the need for human laborers is still necessary even with the HRP-5P hanging around. Space construction involves the process of developing and building out in space. And although that aspect is already becoming a reality, there are a lot of difficult steps involved, like building and setting up on Mars. But that is where NASA's R5 comes in, also known as Valkyrie. This robot is set up to be a robust, rugged, entirely electric humanoid robot, capable of operating in degraded or damaged human-engineered environment. Essentially, the Valkyrie, like its namesake, is made to be tough and resilient, guiding humans to a new and promising land. With the Mars colony already in the pre-development phase, sending a few of these humanoid laborers to do the job may just be what we need to become a multi-planetary species. Let's talk about construction exoskeletons. Exoskeletons are slowly making their way into the construction industry to increase safety and productivity for all workers. These machines aim to reduce accumulated strain gained from repetitive and prolonged tasks throughout the whole workday. These tasks range from screwing cupboards overhead the car factory to drilling into walls while holding heavy equipment. These tools range from supporting the worker's back, legs, hands to supporting the user's entire body. We will look at how exoskeletons are improving both productivity and safety in the construction industry in the next few slides. So, what are exoskeletons? Exoskeletons are wearable machines suited with motorized joints that aim to minimize strain and injury by providing a lift support, weight dispersion, posture correction, and other capabilities. Exoskeletons are sometimes referred to as exosuits. These machines are mainly used for physical rehabilitation but are increasingly being used by workers in the construction and manufacturing industry. Depending on the manufacturer, exoskeletons are purely mechanical or operate with a mix of mechanics and electricity. The frame can be comprised of hard materials like metal or soft materials like cloth or textiles, depending on the suit and its function. Mechanical exoskeletons use no electricity. Users enjoy longevity in the field since they don't need to recharge, nor does the user need to carry a power source. Most mechanical exoskeleton takes weight from the specific area of the body, like the arms and shoulders, and redistribute it to another, like the core and the wrist, to reduce strain and fatigue. Partially or fully electric exoskeletons are typically more powerful than mechanical exoskeletons and handle more weight. They can target more specific areas like the hand and increase pressure and strength where needed. There could be some limitations when we are using exoskeletons. Sometimes, to maintain power, we will need to either replace the batteries or recharge the suit to power them back up. There could be the issue of added weight. Batteries also add weight, potentially impeding the mobility. You sometimes need to wait for the suit to cool off before replacing the batteries. Depending on the model of the exoskeleton, you may need to manage cables from the suit to its power source. Construction work involves several tasks that can potentially lead to injury, as we have mentioned. In fact, everyday activities like lifting and carrying heavy objects are the leading cause of strain injuries in construction. Certain construction exoskeletons directly combat these issues. It is reported that using an exoskeleton decreases pressure on the spine and decreases fatigue, among other findings. Below are a few benefits of using construction exoskeleton. Number 1. Reduces injury and strains. Exoskeletons distribute weight more evenly and reduces strain on different parts of the body. This can lead to a decreased risk of long-term injuries for construction workers. It increases productivity. Workers using construction exoskeleton experience less fatigue and can complete more work than their bodies can usually handle due to decreased strain. It opens up employment opportunities. Contractors who are normally limited by age and physical capabilities can endure more strenuous activities when they are using these exoskeletons. Exoskeletons work in various ways depending on the parts of the body they are outfitted for and the way they are powered. Most exoskeletons shift weight from one part of the body to other parts, like from your arms to your leg, to reduce continuous strain, increase endurance, and improve productivity. The process to accomplish this varies between the different types of exoskeletons. For example, some mounted arm exosuits achieve this by using counterbalance that transfer the weight on the arm to the ground. Other exoskeletons aim to enhance the user's strength. For example, power gloves can be used to increase grip strength for users who have trouble grasping tools. This is accomplished using sensors in the glove to add extra force to the user's hand and improve grip. Several construction exoskeletons are personalized to fit the user's body type, and most come in different sizes. Exoskeletons nowadays are becoming more slick and lightweight to make them easier to wear throughout a long workday and maneuver through the work areas. Some companies allow customers to trial products and offer training to ensure they understand their exoskeleton's capability. Power gloves. They fit around the hand to improve the dexterity for those who experience weakness or other issues with grasping tools and materials. Improved grip is useful when carrying heavy hand tools or picking up objects. The Iron Hand from BioServo is a soft power glove that detects the user's natural movement via sensors. The glove senses when the user is about to grip an object and increases power based on the object's weight. The grip also collects data to assess gripping situation that poses an ergonomic risk to the user. There are exoskeletons that provide arm and shoulder supports. This exosuit supports workers who lift heavy tools and materials above the waist. Arm and support exosuits are ideal for overhead tasks like drilling, cutting, and grinding. They support both shoulders and arms to lessen the strain of continuously holding heavy tools for an extended period of time. The ESCO Bionic ESCO vest uses springs in both arms to give the user lift assistance, while the airframe exoskeleton from Levitate Technologies uses a pulley system to achieve this task. Suit X, Shoulder X uses spring to support the user. These are all good examples of shoulder support exoskeletons since they are lightweight, low profile, and do not impede mobility. Back support exosuit typically fits around the worker's shoulders, back, and wrist to reduce stress on the back from lifting heavy objects. Some back support exoskeletons correct the worker's posture when bending or lifting, depending on the type of exoskeleton. The V22 Ego skeleton from Storm Arm Tech acts as a coach and provide feedbacks to the user when they are not safely bending. The design of SuitX BackX exosuit focus more on reducing the stress on the back and the spine. There are exosuits that provide standing and crouching supports. These exosuits lock in place to reduce pressures on knees and legs and distribute weight down to the ground. This reduces strain on the joints and muscles when in a standing or crouching position for a long period of time. It also gives users the option to sit when chairs aren't available or would otherwise impede safety or productivity in the work zone. This is a helpful feature for construction workers who spend lots of time standing during the day. The Chairless Chair 2.0 from Nuni introduces improvement from their previous model, includes a decrease in the product's overall weight and updated material for comfort and breathability. The LegX from SuitX is compatible with two belts and offer custom work boots for added comfort. Both products recognize when a worker is walking, crouching, standing, and adjust accordingly. Whole Body Exosuit provides supports throughout the body to minimize strain, maximize productivity, and enhance strength. You can find whole body suits that are both mechanical and electrical, each coming with their own sets of advantages and disadvantages as mentioned in the earlier presentation. Saros is planning to eliminate problems with their newest full-body electric suit, the Guardian XO. A single charge can last up to 8 hours and require only 400 watts of power, 90% less than similar machines, to operate while walking at normal pace. Users can also hot swap batteries without losing power to this suit. This is a roundup of the discussion on robots and the exoskeletons. Advancing technologies is all about improvement. It's not about improving and replacing the current workforce, however, but rather improving the job. Construction robots are designed to assist and adapt to the ever-changing world that we live today. Safety in construction is one of the most important aspects of any job on any job site. And enhancement to the construction technology are used primarily to promote safety. So the question as to whether robots are replacing humans is little more complex than a simple yes or no. Yes, robots can replace humans for different work, like building underwater. But since the construction industry is one of the most dangerous industries, they are doing so to help with work and improve safety. Suffice to say, workers aren't going to be replaced by robots anytime soon. The human touch is still needed for a lot of these different robotics, such as drones or cobots. Even if they are able to make autonomous trencher, the human will still be needed to be on the site. True, the robots are coming, but they are our friends.